From the Blizzard of Oz release, that is Goodbye to Romance, a request.
Who's the asshole requested that?
Well, there was a reason for the request.
All right.
One of our... Go ahead.
That sucked. That's all.
Well, our good friend Mark Miller, he said that his oldest friend, Marvin Turner, died recently.
Probably from listening to that.
He was a big Randy Rhoads fan, and Marvin introduced me to rock music back in the mid 80s.
Well,
so that was
rest in peace, Marvin.
Yeah. So that was his dedication. Mm-hmm. Now, who was it? Your cousin who introduced you to the Black Sabbath, the Dio version?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So if your cousin passed away, what would your request for him be?
If my cousin passed away?
Yeah, the one that introduced you to hard rock through Black Sabbath, Dio fronted Black Sabbath.
Oh, I would probably, the reason I discovered it was because he wasn't into it. He was into Kiss, so I would probably go with like Kiss, like, I don't know, what's it, Making Love or something like that, something heavy and fast by Kiss.
Okay.
He was a big Kiss fan. I don't know what he's into now. He's old now and he lives out in LA now. So I'd imagine he's softened and is listening to fucking Melissa Etheridge or something. Yeah, Melissa Etheridge. Some horse shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I would imagine something by Kiss, because he was not only did he introduce me to Black Sabbath as a Kiss fan, and he tried to get me to listen to Kiss for years, but I just never liked it. But he introduced me to all the magazines and taping up the magazines. Like, he lived in the I guess would be the attic was his room. And it was like how the attics had the what do you call that? The
rafters.
Well, the wall, the ceiling.
Yeah, it was unfinished. It just had unfinished 2x4s and stuff.
Yeah. Well, he put the pictures up all over his ceiling, I guess, of Kiss. Like, his whole room was like this big Kiss museum. You'd go up there and there was just a million pictures of Kiss taped to the ceiling.
Mm-hmm.
Which, of course, as you've seen the pictures of my room in the barracks in Korea, I did the exact same thing on the wall. So
a lot of people. I mean, I think that was just sort of a rite of passage.
Yeah, that was a thing
for people in our era, because that's what you did,
dude. One of the funniest things that I ever got away with, and it's not a crazy thing or anything, but it's just one of the sillier Crispy and Chris things. Was the second year I was in Korea, we got a new first sergeant, and he hated all that shit in my room. He just hated all that shit that was up on tape to the walls. So he made a rule that everything had to be in a frame. So I literally went out, I bought wood, and I made a frame as big as my wall and and nailed the frame to the wall with all the pictures in the frame.
Yeah, so it was like almost like a collage.
Yeah. But he just come in and just was like, "You're a fucking idiot, aren't you?" I was like, "Yes, First Sergeant."
Well, I'm following the rules.
Yeah, I'm playing the game.
Yeah, you didn't specify how big the frame could be, and that each individual picture had to be in a separate frame. You just said they had to be in a frame, and here's a frame, and they're all in there.
And you would have thought that he would have made me take it down or something, but he never did. He just was always like, fuck it. I think he realized that if he would have told me to put them all in little frames, I would have gone out and bought 100 little frames and put
probably them in. Because you're a rebellious asshole.
Yeah, didn't want to fucking deal with me.
Yeah, pal.
Yep, exactly. He did well,
and that attitude has served you well into your 50s.
It has. Well, I think part of that too was he didn't want to fucking deal with the general either. He didn't want me going to the general asking him about, do I have to follow these rules? So, so he just like, fuck you, stupid. Move on.
All right. Well, social media has been a problem for me, not me personally, but just I don't like social media on a personal level. I think it's great for promoting products and shows and things like that, but individual people's social media,
Yeah.
I just don't think individuals really need a social media page or any kind of an outlet. It's just like, yeah, just keep your thoughts to yourself.
Yeah. Yeah. Text your family,
Yeah.
text your friends.
But even Hollywood celebrities fall prey to the cancel culture or the outrage if they fall on the wrong side of the fence
Okay.
when they use their social media, because the knives are out, and anybody who participates in social media today and advertises their thoughts or their beliefs,
Mhm.
big mistake.
They're canceled, pal.
Yeah, you just need to get away from that. Well, anyway, not that I'm a fan of soap operas. I'm aware that they exist,
Mhm.
but a long-running soap opera, Days of Our Lives,
Yeah.
the actress Melissa Reeves is catching heat from her co-stars and the long-running soaps fans for coming out against, drumroll please, the Black Lives Matter movement.
Then she should be fired immediately.
Well, that's the whole thing. It's just like, well, how dare you have dissent or have a differing opinion? How dare you?
Yeah. Fired immediately.
Exactly. Um, Earlier this week, it was revealed that Reeves, who has played Jennifer Horton on NBC on and off for the past 3 decades, liked several anti-CBLM, certain Black Lives Matters posts from
Okay.
right-wing activist Candace Owens on Instagram.
Oh no.
How dare you like the post from a conservative Black woman?
I remember her from Days of Our Lives. Oh yeah. Boy, she did not age well. My goodness, she looks like an old lady now. I guess it has been 30 years, but yeah, she was a little hottie on that show for a minute. Nice big, not big, but nice poochy boobs back in the day. I remember her. All right, go ahead. I'm sorry. I got distracted by her tits.
Of course you did. So if any of you are aware, Candace Owens is a Black woman,
Mm-hmm.
but she has a conservative viewpoint, which is not allowed.
Right.
You're not allowed to be Black and be conservative. That's just not allowed. It's not tolerated. It's not accepted. And
Mm-hmm.
how dare you? And you should be killed immediately.
Yes, exactly.
But she's been making some waves out there, much like our friend Jericho Green.
Mm-hmm.
She's a rising star. But here's one of the tweets, because we know how powerful Twitter is.
Mm-hmm.
So a tweet by somebody who goes by the handle "the pool is closed"
Mm-hmm.
tweeted out there, "I am absolutely disgusted and sick right now, and I'm no longer in any denial about how Missy Reeves feels." Does she feel that way, or is that just her thoughts?
Why do you care?
Well, apparently you can't have that thought. We got to shut you down.
Oh my God. Dude,
Take a look at a couple of the disgusting, racist Instagram posts that she liked.
So what?
Well, you have wrongthink.
Dude, in your life, prior to 2015, let's go to there. Like we'll stop at 2015.
Okay, 5 years ago.
Okay. Did you ever once watch a TV show, a comedy special, a movie, go to a concert, watch a video of a band, anything where your first thought was, I'd like to like them, but I got to see what their politics are first?
No.
Couldn't give two fucks.
Well, again, I'm a major John Mellencamp fan. I hate his politics,
Right.
but I like his music. Will I stop listening or go to stop going to his shows? No. I would go to a John Mellencamp show tomorrow if it was scheduled nearby. But do I like his socialist attitudes and his anti Trump hate? No, I don't give two shits. I don't care what you think, but your songs are good.
We did a special, me, you, and Scott Dietschy did a special on The Irishman. We did an hour and a half talk up of The Irishman.
Yeah, 90 minutes.
And we hate Robert De Niro's politics.
We do.
Absolutely can't stand fucking Robert De Niro's politics, but don't give a fuck. It doesn't matter. It doesn't affect his goddamn job. And if it starts affecting his goddamn job, then we'll stop watching it. If he brings it to his job, then we won't watch that. But to me, he's still fucking big glasses guy in Casino. He's Sam Rothstein.
Yeah, he did a great job in The Irishman.
He was great in The Irishman. He was awesome as Jimmy Conway in Goodfellas.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I mean that's all he is to us. He was Raging Bull. Okay, cool. None of us. He was Vito Corleone. That was great. He was awesome in The Godfather. But he's a dick. But so what? Who cares? His dickedness does not fucking come across on the screen. So who gives a shit?
I think you just coined a new term, his dickedness.
His dickedness.
His dickedness.
Yes.
That's how you would greet him if you were to ever meet him face to face. Hello, your dickedness.
It's probably true.
Yeah. According to Candace Owens, once again, a conservative black woman.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, let me use the proper terms these days. Person of color.
POC.
Yeah, POC.
Yeah.
According to its website, Black Lives Matter is not a charity. It is a full-fledged corporation that does not have any locations. Can anyone tell me then where the hundreds of millions of black lives has raised? Where does it go? Can anyone tell me in what state Black Lives Matter was incorporated by who? That's a racist tweet, by the way.
That is?
That according to this person, that's a racist tweet, and that what's her name? Missy Reeves, she liked that.
Okay.
Why is that a racist post?
Yeah, maybe she just wants to know why she's paying taxes when this organization doesn't appear to be.
Yeah. Who are these people, and where is this money going, and where are they incorporated?
Maybe she wants to contribute.
Yeah.
You don't know. But okay.
Then Candace Owens, once again, a person of color, POC.
POC.
She tweeted again, I wonder if we're moving past the point of reconciliation with the left. Maybe we'd all be happier letting them pick the few states they can turn into their own country with no guns, no police, no statues, no genders, no flags, no men, no electricity, the United Freaks of America. So that's a racist post, by the way. Did you detect the racism in there?
No.
Well, according to the poll is closed, to reread the tweet, I am absolutely disgusted and sick right now, and I am no longer in any denial about how Missy Reeves feels. Take a look at a couple of the disgusting and racist Instagram posts that she liked. Well, I just read them. I didn't detect anything racist there at all.
No. Take a look again, Neeley. You're missing it.
Apparently I am. I didn't detect the racism at all.
Dude, it's systemic, for God's sakes. It's implied. It's implied.
Oh, okay.
So dumb.
Reeves' cousin Lindsay Godfrey wasted little time responding after one Twitter user defended Reeves' right to express her opinion. Godfrey countered, nah, there is no difference of opinion on racism, homophobia, transphobia, and xenophobia.
So she's against her cousin?
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess she's her cousin in the show.
Oh, in the show. Okay. Yeah, I don't recognize her.
Yeah. In other words, you're not allowed to have an opinion that is opposing, what's popular at the moment.
Yeah. All right.
You're not allowed.
Well, her tits are small, so it doesn't matter.
When another fan noted that she found Reeves to be completely lovely and non-judgmental after encountering her at several Days fans event, Godfrey responded, "Yeah, but even the nicest people can have awful views."
So,
In your opinion, you mean?
yeah.
You don't speak for everyone.
But even if she did, so what? There's no rule that says you have to think in the collective think.
Yeah, but that's the Hollywood elite, though. You have to all walk lockstep. You all have to do the Nazi goose step, and you all have to think the way we all think.
Where is the billionaire conservative to come up and start his own production company and make his own fucking movies and TV shows and make his own network? Where is that guy? Where is that guy?
Well, when it comes to like the news, what is that new news organization called?
OAN. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they're making some headway.
Yeah, they're definitely making headway.
Mhm.
They're on and they're playing it the right way though. They're using the tools that they have, whether it's YouTube or I see their shit all the time on Library, and I see it on BitChute, and
Mhm.
they're on Pluto. They have their own channel on Pluto, which is good. So yeah, they're definitely making a move, and
Mhm.
that's good, and that's one thing. But it just has to happen across the board. It has to happen to where there's conservative television. However that would be put out there. Maybe it's not on your regular cable provider.
Well, I think that the way of regular cable provider shit is going to the wayside, much like satellite did, and much like network TV did.
Yeah.
Now there's alternative sources now.
Yeah, nobody wants to watch week to week. That's the first thing. Who the fuck wants to sit around week to week waiting for the next episode of some dumb show? And I'm a guy that watches a lot of network TV shows.
Yeah, and I don't.
Yeah, I know you don't, but I watch. I mean, I do watch some, but even with those, I will tell you, the streaming culture has turned me around to where now what I do is I just wait like a month or 6 weeks and then I binge. I don't sit there. I don't go every week to fucking Hulu to see what's up on SVU. I just wait till there's 5 or 6 of them and I have half a day to do nothing. And then I watch.
Well, I see that they're coming after SVU now.
Well, they just renewed them though.
Okay.
I will. I was saying that I said that last week about NBC gets a little bit of credit because they renewed in the height of right after they canceled Live PD and Cops.
Right.
They NBC announced that they renewed Brooklyn 99, SVU, and Chicago PD.
Yeah, well, I gotta say, man, your girl Marissa Hargitay has hit the wall hard.
Oh, boy, yeah.
She has hit the wall hard.
Yeah, she looks like Marvin Hargitay now.
Oh my God. I could not believe I saw a picture of her, a recent picture the other day, and I was just like, holy shit, what happened to her?
Yeah. She looks like she got her head stuck in the vice that Joe Pesci was twisting in
made him
Charlie M.
Yeah, Charlie M popped his eye out.
You made me pop your eye out for Charlie fucking M. She does. She got a big square face now.
I know. I wonder if she was a man at one point.
No, stop it. I've jerked off to her way 2 times to have that become truth.
Oh boy.
I have jerked off a lot to Mariska Hargitay.
I know you have, but regardless.
I can't.
But anyway, getting back to this Lindsay Godfrey.
Yeah.
She continues her trashing of what's the girl's name? Missy Reeves.
Yeah.
Just trashing her. This is her coworker, and she's just trashing her just right and left. Plenty of nice people have awful moral compasses. I can't associate with it because it makes me a hypocrite. I condemn all those hateful and harmful beliefs.
Good. You do that. See how long you're in the business. Because if we know one thing, the theory of absolute truth in business. Get woke, go broke.
Right.
And you will run out of jobs. Especially with no tits like you have, you will run out of jobs fairly quickly because you're not hot enough to fucking stay on TV very long.
Right.
Especially with your fucking Karen cut. Ugh.
Days actor Lamone Archie, he expressed his thoughts. This is not the first time Reeves has come under fire for her controversial views. What is so controversial?
I'm towing the line.
Yeah. Several years ago, she incurred the wrath of the LGBTQ community, the alphabet soup community, when she expressed support for anti-gay fast food chain Chick-fil-A. Anti-gay.
Yeah, but they got to be liked now, aren't they? Because now they're bootlicking. Aren't they black guy bootlicking now?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's what that guy did. He went and washed black people's feet or something. What a fucking fool.
Well, we know how black people like their chicken. He can't afford to lose that fan base.
Well, you certainly, dude, what would make you
Nothing
ever
absolutely
wash
nothing.
another person's feet?
Nothing.
Would you wash your dad's feet?
No, of course
I don't
not.
think I would either. I don't think so, especially now that he's been cremated. But, certainly back when he was alive, I wouldn't have done that. That's my own fucking father. I would not wash any man's feet ever.
Yeah.
That's a ridiculous thing. I wouldn't kneel before anybody ever. Ever. You'd have to put a bullet. Remember in The Shield when Aceveda sucked the one guy's dick at gunpoint? The guy made him suck his cock by holding the gun to his head. Do you remember that?
I never watched The Shield, so I can't say that I know.
Well, he was a police captain and he got jumped. He got jumped off in a house by two guys. And the one guy made him suck his cock. He's like, he was like, you ever suck a cock like a jail bitch? And he took a picture of him sucking his dick.
Okay.
And so then Aceveda goes to like the one family member he thinks he can trust to admit to. He has to tell somebody. So he goes to the guy to admit it. And the guy goes, he's all crying and weepy that he sucked this guy's cock and whatever. And then he goes, well, what would you do? And he's like, I would have been dead.
I would have taken the bullet.
I would have taken the bullet, of course.
Right.
I would take the bullet too before I would kneel before somebody. Fuck you. No way am I gonna fucking kneel in front of anybody. Fuck that. Stupid. Crazy.
Yep. He continues, land of the free and home of the brave. Love that we all appreciate speech. Free speech, right? In other words, we can have free speech, but anybody who has an opposing thought, you should not have free speech.
Yeah.
Well, and again, this arrogance that our thoughts and our viewpoints are the correct ones, and anybody who has anything other than that, you should never be heard from.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's just going to have to get to a point where people just start standing up. You know,
that's kind of the message I had at the very beginning of the show.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you just have to stand, and it isn't me or you. We already have been. We're the rebels without a fucking cause. We don't give a fuck. It has to be everybody else. You just have to stand up and say no, and not on Saturday night when you're hidden behind a fucking keyboard. Chatting away in the chat room about fuck these assholes, blah, 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 blah. You got to stand up on a Tuesday when somebody tries to fucking use their fucking shaming nonsense. You got to be like, you know what? Fuck you. Maybe you don't say fuck. Maybe you use a different word, but you basically say fuck you. Not buying your bullshit, not sucking your dick to make you feel good. Fuck off. Everybody needs to start doing that. It's the only way this fucking changes. And if not, just fucking, you might as well just start fucking embracing the liberal lifestyle because it's what's coming. The more people don't embrace, the more the more people don't fight back, rather, is the more it's going to take hold.
I agree.
You know, this Lamar, whatever his name is here, Lamar Archie here, he literally thinks that he's correct in saying if you don't say what I say, you shouldn't be able to say anything.
That's correct.
He believes that.
He absolutely does, because I'm the righteous and you're not allowed to have anything to say outside of what I believe.
Yeah. And so in his circle, which is probably a pretty wide circle of Hollywood, you know, C-teamers, because it's a soap opera, for fuck's sake. So it's not like the real players. But in the C League of Hollywood, that's the embraced culture. Is if you're not liberal, you're a fucking asshole. It's not, well, let's have a discussion. Let's have a debate. Let's agree to disagree.
No, there is no debate. It's our way or nothing.
What, you know, isn't it crazy how fast the term agree to disagree has gone away? Oh, yeah. Because you cannot agree to disagree. When you like, I still use that phrase a lot. When I start talking to somebody and they're into a place that I don't agree with, I'm not going to go back and forth with them.
Yeah, I'm not going to change your mind. So there's really no point in arguing this. You agree, you believe what you want to believe, and I'll believe what I want to believe, and we'll go our separate ways, whatever.
But now when you say that, the fucking social media culture has programmed people to be like, no, we don't agree to disagree. We just disagree, and this is why. And it's like, dude, fuck you. And that's when I always drop the fuck you on people, and that usually ends it. Because I have no problem in any sort. I'll be at a church and tell somebody to go fuck their mother. I don't care. I will not fucking be talked down to, and I will not be, you know, bulled. I'm certainly never going to be bullied, but I will not be bulled over by somebody with fucking their point. I listened for a minute. I don't agree. If you want to fight further, fuck you. You can either hear me tell you to fuck off or see me do it when I punch you in your fucking mouth. End.
The proprietor of the popular Instagram. See, this social media is such a toilet. Mm-hmm. If you still participate in social media posts and things, you're a fool, because this is what gets people in trouble. This is where people seek you out, and they see, and I'm going to use a Metallica term here, they just seek and destroy.
Right.
Who is this guy? He has this viewpoint I don't agree with. Where does he live? Where does he work? How can I somehow destroy his life because he has a viewpoint I disagree with?
Right.
I'm going to make sure everyone in my circle knows who that is, and we're going to figure out how to destroy you and ruin your life. Mm-hmm. That's really what it boils down to. We're going to burn you down because you have a viewpoint that doesn't agree with ours.
Yeah. That's it.
The proprietor of the popular Instagram fan account Days of Our Lives Classics condemned Reeves' stance in an early Wednesday post. Being a racist and a bigot is not something we should tolerate, ignore, or accept. I know Missy is a Days vet, and a lot of us have loved her ever since she came to Salem in 1985, but I just can't support this kind of behavior. It's not acceptable.
Shut up. What kind of behavior? Fucking liking a tweet?
Yeah, because that's representative of who you are, and you're a horrible person.
Just fuck off.
But that's where we're at.
Yeah, just fuck off. That's why I'm glad she's just not even responding to this shit.
Despite go ahead. Not that I'm aware of. Despite being on a production hiatus since mid-March due to the COVID pandemic, Days has enough original episodes banked to last into the fall. Representative from NBC and Sony Pictures Television declined to comment on the story.
Dude, how far must they shoot ahead? If they've got, I mean, that shit runs daily.
It does.
You know, I mean, COVID's been 3 months and they haven't run out, and they got 3 more months. They were shot 6-7 months ahead.
Apparently so.
God damn.
Yeah.
I'll tell you some good days of our lives. Days of Our Lives, forget all this nonsense. You know what Days of Our Lives is best known for, right?
Was it the Days of Our Lives? Would that be the Bo and Luke and
Bo and
Laura
Billy.
thing?
Bo and Billy. Bo and Billy were the couple. You're thinking of Luke and Laura. That was General Hospital.
Okay, see, I don't know. I don't follow soap operas. I mean, I know my sisters used to watch it, but that, I didn't pay much attention.
I was a big faggot that watched Days of Our Lives every day at 1:00. Loved it. And I'll tell you why I loved it. The chicks were fucking stellar on Days of Our Lives. You had the character Billy, who first was played by a very young Lisa Rinna before she ruined herself with plastic surgery.
Okay.
And if you look her up, you'll recognize her immediately.
What's her name?
Lisa Rinna, Rinna. And you got her on the show when she was hot as fuck.
Yeah, I know who she is.
Yeah, and she was always they must have done 100 beach episodes just to get her in a bikini.
Okay.
So that always made that show great. Then they replaced her character. Here's another one to look up and add the word naked behind this because there's a ton of nakeds of her.
Okay.
Krista Allen, who
is that with a K?
Yep. And she is best known, as well as being stunningly hot. She's also the chick that was in the elevator in Liar Liar when he couldn't lie and he said, everybody's so nice to me. And she goes, yeah, or he goes, yeah, that's because you've got big tits.
Right.
So you probably recognize her too. And this is where my perviness comes right out. She was so hot in this on Days of Our Lives that I discovered her other talent, which was the Emmanuel series, which I think was on Showtime, I believe. And the Emmanuel series was just her getting fucked episode after episode after episode. It was a total Skin Max type of a deal.
Okay.
So good. Oh my God. They had her in space and she's wearing no top, but fucking space helmets.
All right. Well, I'm watching her on Pornhub right now getting railed.
Oh, she's adorable. She's got a rocking body.
Okay. I'm not familiar with her, but okay.
You didn't see the movie Liar Liar?
You know what? I saw it maybe once.
I mean, she's the hot. If you saw the scene, you'd probably remember the scene when he's in the elevator.
I do remember the scene.
Yeah, I mean, but they went from Lisa Rinna when she was in her early 20s to that girl.
Okay.
How do you turn that show off? Dude, I was all into that. And that show was so corny. They had fucking Stefano DiMera that got possessed.
Yeah, I remember that guy.
As Stefano and what was the other girl's name? I forget her name.
Now, was that Deidre Hall on that too?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That's about the era that I remember Days of Our Lives when she was on there. But after that, this was like what, the 80s, right?
Yes, 80s and early 90s, sure.
Yeah. So that's the only time that I was really aware of Days of Our Lives because I never watched it. I just knew of it.
But Deidre Hall was hot too.
Yeah, but she was hot. And here's the thing. I went to a Tonight Show taping.
Okay.
And she was one of the guests. The three guests that was on the Tonight Show taping was Deidre Hall, Dick Butkus, and Michael J. Fox.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty fun.
Yeah, that was great. I was at the Universal Studios.
Okay.
My sister was visiting. This was when I was living in, California, and my sister was visiting, and we were at Universal Studios, and we were walking to the parking lot to the car.
Right.
And some girl, she was out there. She goes, "Hi, I'm from the Tonight Show, and I've got free tickets for you for the taping at 4. Can you come and be in the studio audience?" And we're just like, "Yeah, fuck yeah." So we went, and I went to the studio taping, and she was one of the guests.
And you loved it, right?
I did. I thought she was hot.
Of course. Yeah, she was hot. She was like a older Marky Post but she like took no damage from being older.
Right.
She was hot. Like, I think she's still kind of hot.
Yeah, she's still a good looking woman.
And she's like 106 or something at this point.
106.
You know, she's got to be in her 70s, right?
I would think so. Let me look her up here real quick. Let's see. Deidre Hall. Here we go. Deidre Hall. How old is she? She was born in 47.
So 50 to 100 would be 50, 70, 74.
She's 74.
Yeah. She was spectacular back in those days when she was kidnapped by Stefano DiMera.
Yeah, she still looks good. For 74, she still looks good.
All right. Spray some lube down below and hit it.
Yeah, she always had a good smile.
Yeah, that's what I noticed.
Yeah, I know you did.
Meanwhile, I'm posting the most heinous Krista Allen naked photos in the chat room.
I'm sure you are.
One with her meat patty just fucking screaming out. Looks like it's talking to the floor.
Jeez.
Yeah, that show was definitely Spanktravision because the other chick was hot too. The younger chick, what was her name? She ended up being the host of The Biggest Loser, but she had some big fat tits. Holy smoke! What's her name? Biggest Loser host tits. Not Bob Harper, you dummies. Why isn't it telling me? Oh, Allison Sweeney. Yeah. She had a nice rack too. I like that show. I used to watch that show all the time just for the fucking chick.
I'm sure you did.
Yeah. Can't believe I forgot one of their names though.
Oh. God help you.
It's not like me.
So funny. Dude, you are just so ingrained with that.
I'm a porn hound. I'm a total perv. I've never hidden it. I've never denied it. I'm a total fucking perv. And I'm proud of that. I don't care. You know, you want the truth? More guys like me than aren't like me. They just don't admit it.
Well, you're probably right about that.
Dude, I can't tell you how many times where I'm out at the bar and people are like, "Oh, did you see fucking Megan Fox's ass and fucking transform?" And it's like, dude, every time I get with anybody, I'm hearing about chicks and whatever. So everybody's like that. They just can't say it in public.
Yeah, you're probably right.
You know, I just say it in public. I don't give a fuck. Sorry, mom.
Well, what's funny about you,
yeah,
is that outside of just honing in on a certain physical aspect, you have no appreciation for anything else they have to offer.
Nothing.
No. That's the only thing that they have to offer, because you don't like them as, you know, as a you know, an actor or performer, or that they did anything memorable. It's always, well, they had good tits.
Yeah, good tits, great ass. As long as there's something that's hot, that's fine.
But outside of that, you know nothing else about them.
Don't. But dude, Stephanie always makes fun of me with this, because you can name a movie and I'll be like, oh, that's the one with whoever in it, and I'll remember the most obscure chick that has like 10 seconds in it if there was nudity in it. I'm like skin. I'm like that guy where it just is ingrained in me.
Right.
And to answer people's questions, I don't know that I have any fetish shit. I don't think I'm really into, like, I know I'm not into scat. I leave that for guitar players. You know, I don't really like amputee porn or midgets or foot fetish shit, or, you know, I immediately turn off porn when they start jerking the guy off with their feet. You know, it's like, none of that shit is in it. It's all kind of, you know, I don't know. I just like regular old. If I have a fetish, and I don't even know that this is a fetish as much as I kind of like the I kind of like the amateur porn, and I do like the I'm cheating on my husband porn.
Okay.
And I know it's all fake, but I don't care. I like that shit. I like watching some chick just getting railed, and all of a sudden the guy comes in fucking losing his goddamn mind. What the fuck is going on? To me, that's funny.
All right.
Maybe it's because my ex cheated on me. I don't know, but
All right.
I don't know, but that's it. I don't like any of the actual fetishes per se. Even stuff like Asian that you would think I would like because I talk so much about Asian pussy. Not so much. Don't watch a whole lot of Asian porn. Saw enough of it in real life.
All right. Well, speaking of porn,
yes,
Ron Jeremy, one of the most notorious porn actors of all time,
right.
he is he's in a lot of trouble.
So I hear.
This is just unrealistic that, well, won't say unrealistic, just unbelievable that somebody who's in the porn industry and is known as a porn actor is being accused of sexual assault.
You got to give Ron a little credit where credit's due. This guy goes to a movie shoot, fucks 10 women, and then has to go and rape somebody on the back end of it. And that is commitment to your craft, my friend.
Apparently so.
Man. My God.
The pornographic star who first exposed sexual assault allegations against Ron Jeremy has said that she has since spoken with at least 50 other alleged victims who claim they have been raped or groped by him.
The real question is, how does I'm actually very curious on this one. How do you now the girls that are the accusers are porn actresses?
Well, at least this one is. She's a porn actress.
Okay. And I'm not saying that a porn actress can't be raped. I'm definitely not going to say that.
True.
But it's going to be awful hard to prove rape in porn. I mean, unless they were walking out to the parking lot and he hit her in the head and threw her in his trunk and, chained her to a fence and fucked her from behind or something. I mean, how in the world he groped her? What do you think he did the fucking 3 hours that you were shooting your scene? He groped you. I think it's going to be a hard case to prove, but I think he's going to go down. He's the biggest name. He literally is the biggest living name in porn. And he's, we're in that time right now that they're going to be looking for that. And I'm dreading it because it's going to change the way porn is fucking put out there.
Right.
Now what are you going to do with all this fucking amateur porn? Is that all going to go away? Because you don't have, signed, releases and shit.
I don't know. Cancel culture at its best. Me too.
Yeah. I don't know how.
Even us porn stars, me too.
I don't know how this is going to work. I'm interested to see how this trial goes, though.
Mm-hmm.
Seems like he's fucked, though, doesn't it?
Yeah, it seems like that to me. Hey, Ellen, caller, you're on the air.
I have one question, and then I'm going to hang up and listen to your answer.
Okay.
Who starts all these rumors? Because you guys were talking about scat before, right? Who starts all these rumors that people like Red Beach and Kit Winger are into all that stuff? Where does that come from? I mean,
I never heard Kit Winger.
Red Beach. Well, I read somewhere or heard somewhere that he's into some weird stuff, and that Red Beach is into some weird stuff. And anyway,
maybe it's from people who know them and kind of let the cat out of the bag.
Yeah,
I'll answer it this way. Tim. we were told directly by somebody that would know and has no reason to lie to us.
Cool. Yeah, it might have been you guys that I heard it from initially. Even.
Well,
All right, I'll let you elaborate. Hail and kill.
I don't think there's much to elaborate on, Tim.
It's just, again, it's just.
Tim's waiting for us to say, well, this is who told us.
It's just, I've heard from various people. That's all I know.
Yeah. And we've heard it from more than one.
Yeah, allegedly.
Yeah. But not allegedly on that. We have heard it from more than
I know, but allegedly that those things are true.
Yeah, we don't know. We weren't on the bus with fucking toilet paper wiping his hands. We never smelled his guitar strings. We don't know.
Right.
We have no idea.
All right. Ginger Banks, 30, who released a YouTube video containing allegations of multiple women against Jeremy, who is 67, said she feels vindicated after the porn actor was arrested and charged on Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
Jeremy has been charged with raping 3 women and sexually assaulting another between 2014 and 2017.
She's a porn actress?
That's what it says.
She's a low end
one. Well, again, now, and I'm glad you said that because I have thoughts too.
Okay, go ahead.
Banks claims that she was groped by the veteran actor at the AVN Awards in 2016. Here we are 4 years removed, and you're just talking about this now that he tweaked your butt.
At the AVN Awards.
At the AVN Awards.
Okay.
He probably walked up to her and saw her, and he gave her a smack on the ass or gave her a pinch on the ass or something, and he groped me 4 years ago. This Ginger Banks. Yeah, 4 years ago. The stories are all the same, she said, speaking to The Sun. People would go up to him and be really excited because they were getting to meet Ron Jeremy and asked to take a picture.
That's great.
Yeah, it was so fucking funny because I've been out at the Rainbow, and Ron hangs out at the Rainbow quite a bit.
Right.
And it was late. It was, I don't know, it was like 2 o'clock in the morning, and I had parked right up the street from the Rainbow.
Right.
And there's Ron Jeremy hanging out on the corner, just, waiting for a ride or something. I just, why, hey, Ron, what's happening? Hey, man, how's it going? But I didn't go up. Hey, Ron, can I get a picture?
Let me shake your cummy hand.
Yeah. Hey, wipe that shit off your shirt, will you?
Yeah, no shit. Hit the laundromat, Ron, please.
Exactly. Banks claims that while taking a picture with Jeremy, he would violate women with his finger. With his finger?
So he was trying to finger bang chicks when he took photos with them?
Well, what were they wearing to where he could get his finger inserted?
Maybe he didn't insert. Maybe he just rubbed her pussy a little bit over the jeans.
Right. Or he would grab them and put his mouth on their chest, or he would bend them over. Now, this is Ron Jeremy, porn star.
Mm-hmm.
So if he's taking like a photo, he's probably like posing in a porn, like a porn position in the photo. You know what I mean? Like, well, here's a porn star. She wants to take a picture of me. Well, why don't I just bend you over and pretend like I'm railing you?
Yeah.
I can guarantee you this was like a playful thing, or like, he'll just like, here, let me act like I'm sucking your tit in this picture.
Yeah. Which I guess even that would get him canceled these days.
Yeah, I know, but I can kind of see where this is going.
Yeah.
Hey, there's Ron Jeremy, AVN Awards. Hey. And he goes, oh, you want to take a picture? All right, here. I'm going to act like I'm sucking your tits.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense.
You know, here, I'm going to act like I got you bent over a table and I'm railing you.
Right.
You know, oh, look at me. Ron Jeremy's standing behind me, acting like he's railing me. Ah, ha, ha. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I get that. I get that. Is that appropriate? I don't know. I'm not a porn person. You know, again, this is AVN Awards. This is all adult oriented stuff. This isn't Disneyland. So I could see how that could possibly play out.
Yeah, I can too.
It's so different than meeting Dio and him putting up the devil horns when you take the picture with him, because that's what he's known for.
And maybe at 134 years old, he's a little bit rusty on today's standards, but I could see it. It makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense. You know, I've had Jesse James Dupree, like from Jackal. Like I've got a couple of pictures with him, and one of them is he's got his hands around my throat like he's choking me.
Right.
Should I say Jesse James assaulted me in his tour bus when I was taking a picture because he was acting like he was choking me out?
Look at Big Daddy Rich. He goddamn near did choke me out.
Yeah.
You know, whatever.
But it's one of those where he's got his hands around my throat and he's got his mouth wide open, like, aha, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It's oh man. All right, but I'll give you my thoughts here when I finish this story.
Okay.
Speaking about other experiences she has told about by other women, Jeremy would allegedly also bend women over on the pornographic set and just penetrate them.
Okay.
Do you think he just like I mean, again, I don't know if this happened or not, but I can't just imagine him just walking up to some random chick and just all of a sudden bend her over and stick his dick in him.
No, probably not. I don't know. I mean, maybe he thought he heard somebody say action.
Dude, have you ever tried to stick your dick in a chick that wasn't ready? That's almost impossible.
It's not happening. Yeah.
It's almost impossible.
Yeah. The minute your dick gets anywhere near her, she's jumping.
Either that or it's just not that easy.
Yeah. No, unless she's a gaper, you know, you got to do a little work to get it in there.
I don't know. I'm not saying that this girl is lying, but I could just see how this is just being blown up into something that it's really not.
Yeah. Sounds like it a little bit.
It was unreal for a woman to meet Jeremy without being groped in some way. Yeah, he's a porn actor.
Yeah.
That's what he does. That's his MO. You go, hey, Ron, can I take a picture? It's like, yeah, here, let me grab your boob. Aha! You know, like.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure there's a million people with Ron Jeremy pictures, a million chicks with Ron Jeremy pictures of him grabbing their tits or, you know, sucking a boob or whatever. I'm sure there's probably literally a million photos like that.
Yeah, I'm porn star Ron Jeremy.
Yeah.
This is what I'm known for.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look at me. I got groped by Ron Jeremy in this picture. You know, it's just like a action scene.
Right.
Okay. Just so dumb.
Yeah.
When Jeremy allegedly groped Banks, she said that by this point she had grown used to being groped. Okay. At the expo and was attending as an, let me reread this. When Jeremy allegedly groped Banks, she said that by that point she had grown used to being groped at the expo she was attending as it was commonplace.
Okay.
But when she heard of the other experiences, she released how widespread Jeremy's alleged abuse was.
Well,
she just said it herself. It was common.
Yeah.
This is what goes on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, she's got to. The question is, what is a judge going to say? Because it's going to be awful hard for a judge to say, well, that was commonplace.
Yeah.
it's going to be hard for a judge to justify the behavior, even if it is what goes on.
Mm-hmm.
That's a really slippery slope that most judges are not going to do.
Yeah, I agree. Over the past couple of years since my YouTube video, I've probably read and had about 100 people speak to me. So I would say, honestly, about 50 legitimate firsthand accounts, than other people who saw it happen to their friends or other women. So secondhand accounts, she told The Sun, one of the first women to go public with her allegations with cam girl model Miss Lollipop.
Let me look up Miss Lollipop,
who goes by the name of Lacey on Twitter. Miss Lollipop, where she claimed in 2016 that Jeremy digitally penetrated her without her consent. Now, again, was your vag gaping open and Ron could just walk up there and just slip his finger in? What the hell were you wearing? What were you doing? What was the situation?
Is this Miss Lollipop? All right. What's her real name?
She goes by Lacey on Twitter. That's all it says.
Yeah, good rack, but not real hot either. She's got kind of a Sarah Jessica Parker without a fucking bit in her mouth look.
Well, I'm glad you said that again.
She's not hot either.
Well, again, I'm glad you said that because you're just building my case here.
All right.
The tweet read, not my first, but at my first adult con posing for a photo with Ron Jeremy, he slips his fingers under my panties and into my vagina.
Okay.
Okay. Speaking to The Sun, she said that Jeremy's alleged actions were no secret and that she and other women have been saying this since 2016. Lacey said that she'd been met. Lacey said that she has been met with apathy and people asking her, what did you expect? And that Jeremy's response was to blame his actions on his job.
Okay.
Okay. She also shared the experience of another woman, a friend, who claimed to her that Jeremy had penetrated a performer without consent while she was filming a solo scene.
Okay. Who's that?
So she was in the process of filming a scene.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe he just thought, maybe I'll just jump in the scene and spice it up. I don't know.
Who knows?
Again, I don't know.
He might have been the producer of the movie.
He could have been.
Well, I mean, he's old enough that he could have been.
Yeah. She also shared the experience. Let's see here. The video of the scene is still available online. So not only that, but now it's out there available to watch it.
Oh, good.
In which the performer says no to Jeremy twice when he asked to penetrate her before being filmed doing so.
But it's for sale.
The performer, who looks uncomfortable, asked the cameraman, "Are you filming this?" The video caption reads, "Persistence wears down resistance." The video has been reportedly sent to prosecutors after they already made a lot of money on it over the last 4 years.
Right.
A number of other women who also made their allegations public on Twitter against Jeremy has also always denied all allegations of rape. One Twitter user posted a photograph of her looking outraged as the actor put his hand down her top to feel her breasts. Ron Jeremy assaults people, she wrote. I know this because he has also grossly groped me when I asked for a photo, literally. Okay. She makes it clear that in her tweet that the photo is not staged, writing, I wanted a cute selfie with him. And he then put his hand in my shirt because he wanted to see if I had cute nipples.
Well, he's been a fucking porn actor for fucking 40 years.
Yeah.
I got news for you. You're pretty much just a piece of meat to him. That's
Jeremy was charged on Tuesday with raping 3 women and sexually assaulting another. Los Angeles County District Attorney Jackie Lacey said that the adult movie star, 67, is accused of forcibly raping a 25-year-old woman at a home in West Hollywood in May of 2014, 6 years ago. And then he allegedly sexually assaulted two more women, aged 33 and 46, on separate occasions in West Hollywood in 2017.
All right.
The porn star's full name, Ronald Jeremy Hyatt, is also accused of forcibly raping a 30-year-old woman at the same bar in July of 2019. He was arraigned in Clara Shortbridge Fultz Criminal Justice Center at Los Angeles on Tuesday. The district attorney's office said it also declined a case against Hyatt due to insufficient evidence stemming from an incident in 2016. In a statement, they said prosecutors are recommended a bail of $6.6 million.
So they got something real on him.
He faced a possible maximum sentence of 90 years to life in prison if convicted. In a tweet, the porn actor said, "I am innocent of all charges. I can't wait to prove my innocence in court. Thank you for everyone's support." A number of women have already alleged that the 40-year porn veteran groped them without their consent. That led to Jeremy being banned from most of the adult industry's high-profile events. In September 2017, Jeremy was accused of inappropriately touching Christine Brody, who asked him to sign her breastises at a Washington state radio station.
Okay.
At the time, Brody told the Daily Beast, "Our rock girl uniforms are just torn up t-shirts. They're just torn up t-shirts. There's not a lot of coverage, so you could see the top part of your chestises. There's no need to move the collar, but that's what he did to all three of us."
All right, so he's creepy.
Yeah.
He's a creep. As you would expect a 40-year porn veteran to be.
And of course, he pulled our shirts open and reached inside our bras all the way to the bottom and squeezed hard, almost pulling our breastises out of our bras. And for me, it felt like he was squeezing an udder or praising something. It was very unpleasant.
Squeezing an udder.
Squeezing an udder, milking her like a cow. I was nervous, but I was a rock girl and knew I was being watched. So with that knowledge, I tried to look unbothered and unfazed, even though I was not. Following the incident, Jeremy was told he would not face charges over the allegations, and blah blah blah.
Yeah, that happens.
Yeah. So here's my thing.
All right, go ahead.
These again, I'm not a porn aficionado like you, but these women who are making these quote unquote allegations, and apparently anymore, that's all it takes these days to ruin anybody's career.
Right.
All you have to do is make an allegation and you're automatically guilty. But this seems to me like an opportunity to capitalize on, well, my porn career isn't going that well, but I could make some headway or at least get some notoriety if I accuse one of the most notorious porn people of this,
right?
And get my name out there.
Could be,
and that's how I view it. Now, again, I'm not saying, Ron Jeremy's alleged activities aren't abhorrent or piggish or, whatever you want to call it, but he's a 40-year veteran in the porn industry.
Yeah.
This is what he is. This is what he does. It's just like, well, I went to pet that rattlesnake and it bit me. That son of a bitch. It's like, it's a rattlesnake. That's what they do.
Yeah. Yeah, it's exactly what they do. Yeah. I don't know, man. I think there's got to be some real evidence somewhere.
Well, maybe not. I don't know. And again, I'm not making a judgment on Ron Jeremy. I mean, he's a porn guy, but for these women to make allegations, 3, 4, 5 years later and go, "Oh yeah, he did that to me too." I was at the AVN Awards and I went up and I thought, hey, Ron, take a picture with me. So he put his mouth on my tit when we took a picture. Oh,
Right.
wow. How weird of Ron to do something like that. So out of character.
Yeah. Yeah, it is a little odd.
Yeah. It's just, this is Ron Jeremy.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my assessment. It's just, this is who you're dealing with.
Yeah.
What did you expect?
Yeah. Did you expect some fucking wholesome, nice guy? Jesus.
Yeah. Did you expect a fatherly guy to say, oh, there, little lamb. Thank you for coming over and taking a picture with me.
The guy's been out there for 40 years throwing his oversized dick into women.
Yeah, that's what he does.
What he's been doing. That's how he's made his career.
Mm-hmm. And you know it because you know who he is.
Of course.
You're going over there to take a picture because you know who he is.
Yeah. The reason you want to take a picture with him is you've seen that monster cock of his.
Right.
In action. That's why. Tell you what, he ought to contact Bubba Wallace, see if he can borrow that noose, hang himself in jail if he's going to be down for 90 years. Fuck that. Make a noose out of that big cock of his. You think he's going to go to jail? I do.
Yeah, well, in today's Me Too culture, you know, the Harvey Weinstein culture and, you know, this and that. Yeah, of course.
I think he's toast.
Yeah, he's toast now. The guy's old. He's past his prime. I mean, you know, but to have this happen at the end of your career.
Yeah.
This guy has been railing women for 40 fucking years, groping, railing, you know, doing all kinds of perverted shit.
Right.
And now it comes down to he took a picture with me and he grabbed my boob.
Yeah.
You need to go to jail for that.
That's crazy.
How crazy is that?
It's ridiculous.
I know.
How old did we say Ron Jeremy is? Did we
74.
say 74?
Yeah.
It's crazy. He's going to be in jail, what, about 6 months before he dies?
Probably.
Yeah, because his spirit's going to be broken and he's just going to drop dead.
Of course.
Boy, I'll tell you what, talk about an old target in the fucking jailhouse fucking shower room, though. You think all the gay guys that are in there for life are going to be eyeing up Ron Jeremy's old fucking monster dick?
Who knows?
Just to say that they had fucking Ron Jeremy? I would think so. Wouldn't you? Well, I wouldn't want to be that. I would not want to be an old porn star that can't fend for himself in fucking prison.
Yeah.
Oh, that would not be good.
Mm-mm. Hail and kill caller, you're on the air.
So you reckon he'll go then?
What's that?
You reckon he'll go to jail then?
I think so.
Yeah. I mean, in today's culture and today's Me Too movement and all this, yeah, of course.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't make it right, but there's got to be something said for, I mean, it's probably, I mean, come on. You know, you're in an industry where everybody has their clothes off all the time. What do you expect?
That's kind of our point.
It's just like, and now all of a sudden they want to get all moralistic. Doesn't make any sense.
Well, if you're trying to make a name for yourself in the industry or, you know, raise your profile or at least, you know, put your name in the news, I guess it does make sense.
Yeah, but then your name is in the news for all the wrong reasons. And anyway, yeah, I just reckon the whole thing. I mean, the guy's 74 for goodness sake, and if this happened in 2014 and 2017, I question why people didn't come forward then.
Exactly.
Yeah,
that's kind of the point.
Well, what is this whole thing of? Like, I can guarantee you, if anything like this ever happened to me, or it happened to my daughter, or it happened to my wife, or whatever, there wouldn't be any hesitation in coming forward. You know, and you wouldn't have to wait 2 or 3 years to come forward. That's just gold digging. That's gold digging. You know, it's that's just pathetic. You know, and the other reason I called just quickly, and I don't know if you guys discussed this yet because I haven't been listening to the show today because I've had lots of other stuff to do. Did you hear the Mitch LaFon interview with Don Dokken this week?
I have not listened to it. No.
Don't know who that is.
Yeah, well, yeah, I know. Don sounded pretty bad. Like, can't even play guitar anymore. It sounded pretty awful. I don't know if you guys have discussed this to any length on the show, but he sounded pretty crippled, to be honest with you. I hope it's not as bad as it sounded. You know, I'll let you guys comment if you want to. Hail and kill.
I don't know what more we could comment on. Don's been on the show several times since his surgery, and he's been on the show to talk about his right hand. I mean, there's really nothing new there. I mean, I've been with Don. Obviously I traveled with them at the first part of March as his assistant because of his dexterity issue, but he's improving a little at a time. He's not crippled or anything else. It's just that, his right hand isn't quite as, he just doesn't have as much control in his right hand yet. But it's on the mend. That's all I can tell you.
I know less than that. So I'll leave you.
I mean, he's fine. He's doing a show next month, the 16th and the 17th or the 17th and the 18th of July. So he's doing a couple shows. He's fine.
Mm-hmm.
He's just got a little more healing to do.
That's it.
All right. Well, to finish up on this Ron Jeremy thing.
Yeah.
The manager at the Rainbow Bar and Grill, which is where I've seen Ron numerous times. The former bar manager at the legendary Rainbow Bar and Grill in West Hollywood has jumped to the defense of Jeremy, saying that, yes, he's a groper, but he's not a rapist. Elliot Prosciutti, 46, ran the famous Rock Bar on Sunset Strip for 2 years from 2017 to 2019 and claims Jeremy came in 4 nights a week without fail. He said he spent hours with the adult star and witnessed firsthand how he was mobbed by dozens of female fans almost every night.
Mm-hmm.
Jeremy was charged with forcibly raping 3 women and sexually assaulting another in separate incidents dating back to 2014. The star was charged with 3 counts, each of forcible rape and forcible penetration by a foreign object.
Oh, geez.
And 1 count each of forcible oral copulation. But he probably didn't hold a gun to their head like your Shield.
Yeah, like on the Shield.
Right. Prosciutti believes Jeremy, nicknamed the Hedgehog, has been wrongly accused by women and wants to they just want to make a name for themselves. Mm-hmm. I saw the people that came toward him, the people that flocked around him, he said. I know him a lot more than most people do. While I can't speak for any of the situations that he's being accused of, I would just assume it's just another transparent attempt to take him down. I'm not his best friend, but I've had hours and hours of conversations with him and 7 to 8 hours 4 times a week watching his behavior. I've seen the guy in action. He just doesn't need to do this to rape women. There's plenty of women making themselves available to him. He's just a groper. He's admitted that himself. He'll grab a girl by the ass if they want a picture with him because he's a porn star. See, this guy is making my point.
Right.
And he'll put his mouth on or near their boob and try to make a funny picture for them to show their friends again because he's a porn star. Mm-hmm. That was my thought immediately.
Yeah.
The same way when you get a picture with a boxer, they're going to pretend like they're punching you in the jaw.
Mm-hmm.
Jeremy stands accused of forcibly raping a 25-year-old woman at a home in West Hollywood, blah, 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 and so on and so forth. But this guy is saying exactly what I said.
Well, and I mean, dude, go through the CMS pictures of you and or me with rock stars.
Oh, yeah.
Every one of them, devil horns.
Oh, yeah.
somebody's doing devil horns, every single one, because that's what you do.
Yeah, that's who they are. That's what you do.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, I believe that again, I don't know Ron Jeremy from Adam, but regardless, for him to take a picture with a porn star and act like he's doing a porn scene with them,
Yeah.
I could see that. It's like, yeah, I get it. I'm Ron Jeremy. Look at me. I'm going to act like I'm railing you in the ass.
Well, I hope he doesn't go to jail just because, you know, I don't even know why, because I'm not even a fan of his porn. His porn was generally gross, but, yeah, I just don't want to see him go to jail. He's a pop culture figure more than he is a porn star, at least in my head.
It's you know, it's again, it's like accusing a dog of barking.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
he's a dog. He barks. That's what he does. Yeah, but why does he have to bark?
Yeah.
Because he's a dog? I don't know. I don't have an answer for you.
Yeah, me either.
So dumb.
Yep.
All right. You got a song you'd like to hear?
How's about, let's see. Let's do something fun. How about No Love by Exodus?
Okay.
I was like, since Ron Jeremy's getting no love these days.
So dumb. It's just, it's freaking unbelievable.
It is.
Well, again, it's really not. In this day and age of social media and the Me Too culture and, you know, everybody just grasping for an opportunity to be famous or something. Yeah, this isn't surprising.
Yeah, not at all.
Look, I'm a porn star. My career never took off. I know I'm going to accuse one of the biggest iconic porn stars of, you know, inappropriate behavior. Maybe I'll get, maybe I'll get some recognition. That's the way that I see it.
Yeah, that might be true, man. I don't know. I mean, who knows?
Yeah. It's bizarre.
Yep.
All right. Well, here's some Exodus with No Love. This goes out to Ron Jeremy from the Classic Metal Show. So here it is. It's Exodus exclusively here
on your Classic Metal Show.